Hello, everyone. It's your guy TOTW, right back at you again, right? Taking over the world one day at a time. See, I never lose that focus. I never lose that dream because you don't literally have to go take over the world, right? But that could be within yourself, right? The goals that you set for yourself is taking over the world, right? And if you achieve those goals and you work for those goals and you do something every day that you are fortunate to live on this God's green earth, that you make a beeline every day trying to get closer to taking over the world. That's just a metaphor for your dream. Taking over your dreams to reach your goals, not somebody else's expectations, but yours. And I challenge myself every single day, because some days you have your good days, you have bad days, you have slow days, days when you don't want to get out of bed. But that's when you really have to really double down on that phrase, taking over the world, doing something every day to get you closer to your destination. Now, that being said, one should never, ever, ever stop learning. I don't care how old you are, if you can't read or you can't write, that should never be an excuse to stop learning because everybody has the capacity to look and listen. If you're vision impaired, you got ears. If you're visually impaired, you got eyes, right? Because knowledge is out there. Like for me, I never knew nothing about cryptocurrency, nothing. And I say to you, I don't like talking about it because today I might talk a little bit about it. I don't know much, right? But I'm learning every day, right? And if I would have kept my mind closed to learning, I would never be able to share this Zeniq opportunity with the masses, right? Remember, I can't tell you what opportunities to take, what investments to take, and how to spend your money. That's not my job. That's not my role. My role is I can share with you my experiences, my knowledge, and what works for me. And I'm no different than you, right? Because a lot of the times, the reason why a lot of people don't succeed is because they don't have the opportunity. They don't have a mentor that they can pick up the phone and be guided on certain things, right? I was never blessed enough to have a to have a mentor. I've never did. Everything I've learned, I had to learn myself, right? There was a lot of ups and there was a lot of downs, right? And now the knowledge that I want to pass on to you guys is so you can avoid the downs. I never had nobody to help me with that. I had to learn and fumble through life myself, and I've learned a lot. And that's why you should always, if you have a positive message to share with people, you should share it because you never know that one particular ear, they might resonate to what you're saying, right? And that's what my hopes are by starting this channel going forward. Okay, talking about cryptocurrency. From my understanding, cryptocurrency was invented to sort of combat the 2% of the population that actually holds all the wealth in the world. Yeah, you got that right. Unfortunately, they control the wealth. And the other 98% of us, we get what they decide to give us. Okay, that might work for some people, that may not work for others. But for me, that doesn't work for me. Because when we were born, we didn't have a say. We didn't have a hand up, say, hey, can I have a rich parent? Can I have a rich mom and dad? Or can I be born with a silver spoon in my mouth? No, that's not how it works. And we didn't have a choice in that. But we do have a choice in how we decide to live our life and how we decide to die. We can die poor, we can die rich, or we can die well off, leaving a legacy for your next generation so they don't have to make the same mistakes you made. That's the point I'm trying to get across to you. And with cryptocurrency, that new freeway, that new lane is opening up the door for so many more millionaires, multimillionaires, billionaires, and wealthy. And if it was not for cryptocurrency, there would not be, there would not be any. Think about that for a second, because you got the haves and the have-nots, right? Because of cryptocurrency, there are more millionaires and billionaires being made every single day. And what's the difference between them and us? They went and learned something new. They dared themselves to fail. They wanted to change something in their life. They just didn't say, nope, 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 I'm not doing it. I don't know anything about it. It must be a scam because I don't know about it. I'm not going to do it. You close your window, you close your doors. Those kind of people will never prosper. But that's okay. They got jobs, they can function, they're good in life. Not everybody's meant to be a millionaire or a billionaire or wealthy or just well off. See, me, I don't want to be wealthy. I just want to be well off. I just want to leave my family with a legacy so they don't have to struggle like I did. The hard work starts with me. And I hope you feel the same about your kids, right? Because cryptocurrency, the people who your mamas and your papas, people, who street sweepers, bathroom cleaners, domestic helpers, people who deliver newspapers, work in your McDonald's and 7-Elevens, your average person, they're becoming multi-millionaires. They're becoming wealthy because of cryptocurrency. It absolutely was made for the battler. I call people like us that because we battle every day, right, to get the things that we want out of life. And sometimes it's not about what we want. It's about providing for your kids' future and their legacy going forward in your family's bloodline. Because that's my TOTW moment. My family, my kids' bloodline. That's what I'm trying to secure every single day by taking over the world. And the more you can research cryptocurrency, the more you're going to want more. You're going to want more knowledge because the rate. If you look at the stock market, right? Even go back to the 80s, where it was like people were becoming multi billionaires, millionaires in that space. But guess what? In that space, which is the share market. Now, how many of them were like you and I? Not many at all. It was just the people in that circle because they shared the knowledge among each other, not with people like us. And that still stays true today. Now, the stock market is a good place. I can't say the stock market's a bad place, right? But at the end of the day, if you were to say how many wealthy people, multimillionaires, multi-billionaires, has the stock market made for the little person compared to how many billionaires, millionaires, and wealthy people that the cryptocurrency world has made in just 10 years compared to them, they've been going 50, 60, 100 years. I guarantee you, you'll be surprised. And you look at the people that's actually becoming rich and wealthy with crypto. These are people that's not on the stock market. They don't know how to go on the stock market and do what they do. Some do. Some have been on the stock market for 20 years. And you ask them how much wealth did they acquire, right? Some do, some don't, but the majority don't. People like you and I don't. But cryptocurrency world, people like you and I, we do. Oh, they do, right? And I want some of that, and I will try to bring as many opportunities to you so you can make just as much money as you do. Because you got to come out of yourself. Right? You can't be scared to take a risk. You can't be scared to take a chance. If you think something is a scam or you think something is this, which is negative, just take the time. Go research it. The things I'm telling you, I've just done my research. Right? And that will soon tell you what it is or what it ain't. Now, from what I gathered with cryptocurrency, right? Again, it's like the stock market, right? You want to buy a coin. Instead of buying into a company, you're buying a particular coin. And some of the coins have business wrapped around it, like Zeniq. They're going to have their own stock exchange, coin stock exchange. They're going to have tokenization projects, right? And you're going to share in that tokenization and that platform every single week because you own some of the coins. You will make money every single day. And then take Bitcoin. Bitcoin, it came to be what they perceived was a value, right? They perceived Bitcoin as a value, and that's what the value held. Is what you perceived it to be. Right now, I think is at 40 grand, 50 grand, whatever it is right now. Bitcoin, that's a perceived value, and right now, that's predicted to cost more than gold, right? A perceived value. And here's the thing with cryptocurrency, that rich 2%, those hedge funds in the stock markets, they cannot dictate what you do and how you do it, how much money you gather and how much money you lose. They cannot because of a thing called blockchain. Now, Bitcoin with their blockchain, which is, Bitcoin is the most biggest coin in the world. Everybody knows about Bitcoin, right? From what I understand, Bitcoin, they could transaction wise. So when you buy in Bitcoin, their transactions they can do seven to 10,000 transactions per second, right? But I believe it's accurate. You can do your own research and check that one. But the new blockchain for Zeniq, they can do 50,000 per second. It's either per second or per minute. 50,000 per minute. Think about that for a second. That's more than what Visa debit card. It's more than what they transact, and they're the biggest car company in the world. They do the most transactions in the world. And when this comes onto the market, this blockchain is going to change everything in the crypto world because now you have every coin that's available is not being sold on one particular platform. And for example, Bitcoin, you can't really buy anything from off their blockchain unless you're using the Bitcoin currency. And the same thing for Binance platform. They're on the Ethereum blockchain. And you have Tron. You got so many different blockchains where you can only do a transaction on that particular platform with that particular currency. There is no cryptocurrency platform exchange where you can go and actually use any currency. Ethereum, Tron, Bitcoin, that doesn't exist. Ah, rewind. It exists now because the blockchain from Zeniq, they've broken the mold. Now, they could actually carry every coin that there is in any cryptocurrency, and you can come to one shop, one place, and you can purchase. And that's going to be the Zeniq exchange platform, for which I am proudly an investor because every transaction that they make on that platform, I share in the profit. And if you become an investment, you will share in that every single week. You will share in that profit, right? That hasn't existed before, right? They broke the mold on it, right? So it that's what made me get involved with Zeniq. I was doing my research. Like I said, I don't know much about crypto, right? But I started, digging in, pulling the curtain back, seeing what's behind the curtain, right? And I was looking for something that had an engine, something that could run. It wasn't just a perceived value. Because with the value that we have at Zeniq, that value is from day one. The first day you buy your Zeniq hub, your minting hub or your hub 01, you start minting. You start producing coins every single day, making money in investment, a return on your investment. And the coin, the Zeniq coin, that's like a third situation because that's on the stock exchange now on Uniswap. I think it was 35 cent euro today. Every coin that you mint is worth 35 cent euro. Right? That's what I do right now. Okay. But the thing is, it's not about the coin. It's not about the coin. It's about what drives the coin. That's what's important. And with this blockchain, they've also bridged a gap between cryptocurrency and fiat money, which is your normal money, your normal paper dollars. They've merged them together on one blockchain. No one's ever done that before. Think about that for a second, right? That's because everybody knows that society is going towards a cashless society. Everybody knows that. But if you don't know it, don't take my word for it. Just go out there and see what the scholars are saying, right? Because it's inevitable. Just like it's inevitable for cryptocurrency to keep going and going and going. Because governments, they've tried to stop, eliminate cryptocurrency. For the last 10 years, they've been trying to stop it because they don't want that wealth gap between the haves and have-nots. They don't want that to come down. They want to keep control. Right? They can only keep control if you allow them to. But right now, with cryptocurrency, they cannot stop it. Now they are actually starting to embrace it. China's got their own. Countries are coming out every day getting a cryptocurrency. It's here to stay. And the more knowledge you can get about it, the better off you will be going in the future because it's going to be the way of the future. The choices you need to make is to make now. Right? I'm not trying to tell you to go invest in anything. I'm just telling you to go invest some time to look into the opportunities that I'm presenting to you now. That's all I'm saying. Because with the cryptocurrency world right now, It is on fire. Absolutely. They're saying that Bitcoin might get up to about $250,000. But here's the thing. Everything below Bitcoin is called an alternative coin. Now, not many people got $50,000, $70,000 to buy a full coin of Bitcoin, right? But the alternative coins, like Zeniq and other coins, when Bitcoin takes off, you watch how the alternative coins will follow. They're cheaper, and you're gonna get a bigger margin to make more money, times your money, 5 times, 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 50 times, 100 times, 1,000 times your money. Think about that for a second, because that rise is coming. But one thing I like about Zeniq, we don't need Bitcoin to go up for our growth to go up. We don't need that, because we're not a perceived value. We are a business driven coin. A business driven coin. And just to touch on the Hub 01, the hardware that we sell, the hardware in the Hub 01, which makes it your own bank, where you can send money anywhere in the world to any bank, to any institution from your Hub 01. That's unique. And by it being hardware, you don't need a KYC. You don't need permission from anyone to do it, because you own it. There is no third party, right? Just so you understand. And when it comes to remittance, if you own a Hub 01, you will never have to use another service ever again to send money back home to your loved ones. Never. Because once you get your Hub 01, you get your debit card. You send that debit card to your loved ones that you'll want to send money to. Once they receive that debit card, you can go into your Hub 01 and you will send them how much money you choose. And guess what? And guess how much that will cost them to receive, for you to send? I won't keep you sweating much. 1 cent euro. You can send $100 million home to your family. All it's going to cost you is 1 cent euro. Yeah, you heard me right. 1 cent euro. So that in itself is a solution. That in itself drives the coin itself. Because there are millions of people around the world who go overseas every day. They call them overseas workers, right? And they send money back all the time. But what happens if they need an emergency? Well, you can't go to the reclaim center to redeem the money, the redeem center to redeem the money so they can go pay their emergency. Now, with the Hub 01, that is done in 2 zeros of a second, and it costs you 1 cent to do. That's why I tell you, Zeniq is my choice, right? I hope I'm giving you enough information so you can make your own choice. But if you're interested in knowing more about Zeniq, just go into the back office, right? Just let me know if you want an invitation. I will send you an invitation so you can go see what I'm telling you in real time. Okay? Thank you very much. And I hope you understood what I was saying. And I will come back at you again very shortly. TOTW, taking over the world one day at a time. Take care.